Welcome back to Don't Blame Mondaze, a Better Me podcast. I am Lisa McClendon, and this is episode 1. We're here. Oh my gosh. Man, listen. It is like 2 a.m. and I have to get up early in the morning and dash off. But I just had to. I had to start this now while I felt it in my spirit, while I felt it in my soul, while I felt like I had something to say. I always got something to say. But I was like, this is it. I feel it. So before we go to sleep and close our eyes, we are going to get this first episode out. So thank you. Thank you for being here. So why are we here? As I shared before, Don't Blame Mondaze is about self-love, self-care, and most importantly, self-improvement. Hence the don't blame. You know, we find it very easy to point and to pick out everything that's wrong or everything that's an obstacle for what can make us great. Or everything that's in the way of making us great. I like that better. And we just make all of these excuses for not being the best version of who we are. And you know what's even funnier? Sometimes we don't even know we're making excuses. I genuinely had no clue as to why I was the way I was in my 20s, in my 30s, even in my 40s at times. No clue, no self-awareness whatsoever. And for me, this journey all started with me being mad at God. And I mean, I was hot. I was sitting on my bed and I remember saying, God, why am I in this situation? Why did you let this happen? Blah, 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 blah. And I just remember very clearly the voice of God, audible voice of God say, you did this to yourself first. You did this first. You attracted what you were. Talk about dumbfounded. But talk about a light bulb that went off. And I had to own the place that I was in. I couldn't blame anybody anymore. I had to own that I had put my head in the sand and placed my life as the responsibility of someone else. And they drug it. With my permission, might I add. May I add that some of you have allowed people to drag your life. Listen, we're going to have a lot of these come to Jesus meetings and send me a love offering. And of course, you don't have to do that, but I'm just saying. But some of us truly have people dragging our lives because we gave them permission to. So you come in from a long day at work, and you don't want to see anybody or go anywhere. So you light a candle and you pour yourself a cup of tea. Yeah. That's the mood. Lisa McClendon Mood. Now available on all platforms. It's a mood. Earlier today, I was talking to a dear friend of mine, and we were chit-chatting, and we always have these moments where we're like, oh, hold on, let me go write this down so I don't forget. But we were talking about something, and I remember saying to them, the reason why I block and delete guys after I've decided that we are not compatible or we shouldn't date, a lot of times it's not even about them. It's about me. It's because I don't know how to respect my own boundaries. Yes, I said it. Sometimes we don't know how to respect our own boundaries. And we're looking for people to do what we don't do ourselves. And so I had to learn the importance of respecting my own boundaries. And sometimes I have to cut people off, not because of them, but because of me. I have to lose your number to resist the temptation of calling you when it has been made clear that you are not a part of my purpose. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing podcasts like this. This is what we're doing. That is what self-improvement is. It is about not blaming other people for our responsibility. Plain and simple. We can find fault in everyone else, but we first have got to see how we played a role. And so after God just kind of knocked down my little Legos and was like, okay, since you want to blame me for all this, let me tell you something. You need to get up and you need to fix yourself. And when I realized that, yeah, I kind of got to take the blame for my own life, and more, let's say that in a more empowering way. I have got to take responsibility for my life. And when I started taking responsibility for my life began to change. I began to grow in leaps and bounds. I began to identify all of my biased attitudes, all of my judging attitudes. And what's funny is I was biased and judgmental towards everybody else. But in my own eyes, baby, I was perfect. There was nothing wrong with me. It was something wrong with everyone else. And the reality was I needed to change. And I did. So in this episode, I want to just light the fire. I want to light the fire. I want you to get off of this podcast and I want you to look yourself in the mirror and go, yes, let's do this. Let's start being better. I can do this. I want to give you the motivation that I felt like was given to me to get up, to put my finger in my pocket, and to start seeking out and making better moves to better me. Because you deserve it. Let me say that again. You deserve it. There are benefits to growing up. There are benefits to having self-awareness, to knowing how to check you before you say something stupid or do something stupid or do something that you'll regret. There are great rewards for that. People move with you differently. They vibe with you differently. Opportunities open for you that have never opened before. People respect you. People listen to you. People engage you. People invite you. Those are the benefits of self-improvement. You have to do it. And you know what I've discovered? One of the main reasons why people don't engage or embark on this journey for self-improvement is because they don't want to do the work. Or they're afraid to do the work. But can I tell you, there is no way around this but through. I remember when I was pregnant with my daughter, Diamond, who is now, oh my Lord, 22. And this is so funny, but this is how it went. I remember thinking I was pregnant and I was like, wow, I can't get out of this now. I'm already pregnant. The only way through this pregnancy or out of this pregnancy is through it. I have to see this through for the next 9 months, although she only made it to 8. But I had to see that through for 9 months. And when it was time to deliver her, I had to get through that. There was no escaping that delivery. There is no escaping growth. There is no quick rich scheme. There is no trick. There is no scam. There is no manipulation. There is no deception. There is no nothing but facing it and going through it if you really want change that gives the benefits or offers the benefits that come with change. I don't care what you do. You are never going to get those muscles, that definition of muscles, that body that's fine and chiseled and cut until you do the work. You have to go in the gym. You have to change the plate. There's no way around it. Unless you do what some people do, which is they go to the doctor and try to do a shortcut and watch this. And there are consequences to that as well. You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. But you can get with this. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to be doing in every single episode. It's just talking about life and things that I've faced and how I've been able to face them. From relationships with people and relationships with myself and relationship with God and disappointments with myself and disappointment with people and God and all of those things that we all go through. That is the key. We all go through it. You are not by yourself. I am not by myself. We are in this together. So that's it. I'm so excited that you're here. So make sure you come back to the next podcast and we keep talking about this journey to self-improvement. We are going to have an amazing time and I'm just so glad to have you join me along for the ride. Till then, see you next time on Don't Blame Mondaze, a Better Me podcast. I am Lisa McClendon. Till then, see you soon. You're welcome.